her. Them bitches was coming at you about your because they had too much ammo.
Don't act like you didn't say that.
I wasn't there. And I damn sure ain't gonna come to somebody about they on some.
The room had a certain vibe. The drama between them had always revolved around benches, but it had never been this deep and intimate, and they felt as though everything was collapsing in front of the cameras. What should have been a normal taping of the famous reality show was actually a storm building beneath the surface. Even though the crew was there, the lights were bright, and the cameras were rolling, Yandy and Rasheeda felt as though everything else was background noise. The conflict was a drawn-out one between the two of them. Unquestionably, Rasheeda and M had a history together, an unbreakable tie and shared past that had always simmered just beneath the surface. However, when Me started dating Yandy, things began to alter. For years, Rasheeda had been a reliable confidant and friend in Yun's life, but their relationship had never been easy. Rasheeda had tried to be supportive initially, but she soon started to question M's decision-making and loyalty. Rasheeda's comments sliced through the air like a sharp razor, and Yandy could feel the heat rising in her chest as the cameras began to film every second the gloves were being removed. It wasn't just in contrast to the usual teasing or lighthearted banter that had defined their relationship, this was sincere. Over time, Rasheeda had grown more and more critical of M's choices, and now she wasn't holding back. Every look and every remark seemed to be aimed at Yandy, as if her relationship with Ensis was a personal betrayal of some kind. "Will you sit here and stand up for him?" The Yandy when Rasheeda said, "You're still going to act like he's your knight in shining armor after everything he's done." She was speaking incredulously. Despite her blood boiling, Yun kept her cool, knowing that this was no time to let her emotions run wild. Rasheeda had a tendency to quickly point the finger at M for his failures as a result of their problems. But now it felt like an attack on her, as if Rasheeda was questioning her reasoning, her choices, and everything that had led her to this moment. "You always mention messes, but why? I'm the one in this relationship who has to cope with his background, baggage, and mistakes, not you. Sit down and don't act like you know what's best for me." Her voice trembled with the frustration that Yun had been holding inside for too long. Despite the harshness of her remarks, Rasheeda scoffed and rolled her eyes, but Yandy wasn't finished yet. She had broken, and there was no way she was going to hold back when her life was on the line. "Critiquing him and evaluating me, although you've never been in our shoes, you've always had opinions." As she continued, Yandy's voice grew louder. "Despite the fact that you are ignorant of our experiences together and the things I have had to forgive, you act as though you are." The two women were in a state of electric tension. The climate of open hostility and unresolved issues, the hidden jealousy, the competition, and the way Rasheeda's presence in M's life had always cast a shadow over Yun's connection with him were the deeper problems that had been brewing for years. "I wasn't the only one anymore." Rasheeda narrowed her eyes and retaliated, her face contorted in rage. "Think that you are the only person who has had to deal with M's mess. What it's like to be in a relationship with someone who makes mistakes all the time is something you think I don't understand. He has hurt us both, and I'm tired of seeing you pretend that he has changed while letting him destroy you, Yandy." The words were like a slap in the face, and for a minute Yandy felt the ground beneath her change. She wanted to strike out and scream at Rasheeda for all the hurt she had caused, but she felt like everything was falling apart inside of her, and she refused to let anyone enjoy seeing her crumble. The persistent interference of Rasheeda and M's mistake, aka the drama they had always experienced after so many years of trying to keep everything together. Yandy felt as though the dam was about to break tonight, and their quarrel grew increasingly heated. More and more charges are being leveled. Uncertain of how to intervene, the crew waited in the background, aware that they were witnessing a relationship breakdown, a long-running battle for dominance and respect, and that there was ultimately no obvious solution to the problem. Yandy ran off. The cameras kept rolling while Rasheeda's anger simmered beneath the surface, exhausted and enraged. Yandy's battle to keep her family together seems to have been lost. It is rumored that Mies has finally returned to his true love, Erica, by resigning since he is sick of being called his lady. Even the possibility that they are already married is being conjectured by some. But for Yandy, the real fight was only getting started. Finding a method to deal with the disaster that had become her life and determining if she could trust anyone, even herself, were more important issues than Rasheeda or Mies. Yandy is not only chastising Mies for hurting her, but she is also strongly warning Erica by saying, Yandy's pride is the only thing that has kept her in her marriage. And now that Mrs. has moved in with Erica, it seems like she has lost all self-control. Mies was freed from jail earlier this year after spending time for drug-related offenses, in case you missed it. Yandy stood strong, took care of everything on her own with M's support, and did everything she could to keep the family together while he was in jail. In our minds, Yandy would finally be able to enjoy her marriage after all the sacrifices and hard work she had put in while he was in prison. I decided to move on to Yandy's most ardent competitor, Erica, in case you missed it, rather than giving Yandy loyalty for keeping the family together because, as they say, once a cheater is a cheater. In order to resolve the issues in their marriage, they even sought treatment. For years, Yandy and Erica have been at odds, and it's clear that Mrs. hasn't set boundaries with Erica. Yandy has continuously denied the existence of her marriage, as anyone who has been following the romantic triangle between Yandy and Mies's past will have noticed. Despite knowing that Mies is still dating Erica, she hasn't been entirely truthful with her due to her pride, and we all know that things aren't as they seem, but due to her conceit, she thinks she is the only woman in his life. Yandy came into the picture to show how much Mies loves his first baby mama, Erica, after they had been together for a while. Samantha revealed that he only really loved a select few women, including Erica. She and I used to live together, have matching passports, go on vacation, and even meet his whole family. Erica says, he needed her when things weren't going well for him, but she was loyal to him and even helped with the care of his first child when Samantha wasn't there. He had a solid plan for the future and was steady when he met Yandy. Mendes has kept in touch with Erica even after getting married to Yandy. It is rumored that he left Yandy and moved out of their home to begin a new relationship with Erica now that he is free from prison and has a steady job. Honestly, I don't think Yandy deserves the punishment she's getting from Mies because she addressed all of his issues, held him down, and got herself involved in baby mama drama that she shouldn't have been involved in. She also worked very hard to take care of M's children and endured disrespect from M's mother. Without holding back, tell her that he was married for obligation rather than love, and that he even said that if their positions had been reversed, he would never have supported her or kept the family together the way she did for him. They were phoning you about your surplus ammunition, and they had nothing to do with Perk or me. Pretend that you didn't say that I wasn't present, and I won't confront anyone about them.